morning, my friends. Welcome to JB's Crochet. I'm Amber, and I just want to say thank you for coming. If you're new, thank you so much for finding me and checking me out. And of course, thank you to all my subscribers who are returning. Thank you so much. I couldn't be doing this without you, because if I didn't have you, I don't know that I would be having as much fun if I didn't have you guys around. So, I feel like I'm blending into my chair behind me with my little sweater on. I decided to throw it on. Just because. I don't know. I'm not really digging the whole aesthetics of it. It's a nice sweater, don't get me wrong. I don't know. I'm very picky, I guess. So anyway, I have started getting my packages from thrift books, and I lied. I didn't wait until I knew the second I would get them. I'm too excited to open my packages, especially because they're books, and I've already flipped through the two that I've already received. I am going to wait, though, to show them all to you, because that's going to be fun. I'm hoping this weekend that I can, or at some point, get this tutorial recorded for the Addy knitting machine for the blanket that I made, using different colors, of course. I think I was gonna do red and yellow. Yeah, red and a goldish yellow is what I was gonna do. So, yeah, I got work done on all of my blankets yesterday. Not a ton, but I did get some work done yesterday. I did have to, I was working on my cat's meow blanket yesterday and realized that I needed to frog back because my number wasn't adding up. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I have the number I should have on the row below. Why am I not getting the... Apparently I wasn't counting correctly either. But come to find out, I had messed up not on the row below where I just finished, but on the row below that. Somewhere else. So, I frogged out 2 rows of my cat's meow with 6 strands of yarn attached. That was fun. So I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be a hot mess. It turned out not to be such a hot mess. I frogged each color as I went along the row, and it went on top of each other. So when I got to the point where I could crochet back, I just basically crocheted and it came off the top of the pile, and it worked out pretty well. So I'm trying to find a place to put this. This is the chart for my my mom's blanket that I'm currently on. You know what? I'll just show it to you. You know what? We're doing cat's meow. I'm gonna set that down and I'll show you the cat's meow first. Almost lost my pencil. What is all this here? Oh, that's all the cat's meow. I didn't realize it was this thick. This is the whole pattern that when bought single-sided printing. So it's quite a few pages, 22 pages, because it gives you the charts and things, all these. It looks like I got 3 rows done yesterday. I forgot. I'm 4 minutes in. Welcome to Vlogtember 6th. In case you wanted to know. I'm just gonna go with this. I'm gonna write down my dates as I do them, just to help me remember where I'm at. So I can't see what I'm doing here. So I did the 3 rows. Not that you needed to see that, but there you go. That's marked on there. Let's see. Pull it out of my box. Pull it out of my box. All right, you know, we're just gonna show you the back side with the strings. It's gonna be the same on both. Oops. Hold on, let me put something in here so I don't pull out this stitch. And look, the stitch marker that's supposed to be in it, sitting here on my table, not being used. So it is, I cannot wait to finish this. It's so cool. I feel like my tail is, looks fat. Doesn't look as skinny as I've seen other people's, but maybe when I get done, it'll be fine. Because the cat's body is fat, so it's fitting. It's fitting. I just, that's so cool. So there's a close-up of the stitches, and you can kind of see it going back and forth. It's zigzaggy, kind of. And a little more holy over here. That's the new yarn. I'm okay with that, though. I mean, I think if I put this up closer, you can kind of see the same holes. But yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's really... I don't know. You can kind of, now that I'm looking at it on my camera, I can totally see the difference. Oh well. Because there is no finding the right lot number at this point, so I'm just gonna keep going, because eventually I'm gonna add on the new watermelon to the old watermelon, so it'll all eventually be the same dye lot. Oh boy. Oh, that bothers me. Now, if I was selling that, I wouldn't be so nonchalant about it, but I really believe that there's gonna be some kid that's gonna, you know, they may notice it, if the kid even gets it, because I don't know if the size is the right size. I haven't measured it since, oops, ripping my box here. This box, y'all, it's seen better days. Like when I go to pick it up, I grab it and it bends. And like I said, I was just picking it up and it ripped right there. So it's seen better days. I'm gonna put it on my bed behind the tripod here so I can pull my next blanket closer. I'm gonna show my mom's blanket last. I worked on this one a little bit yesterday. I got a couple rows done on it. And I worked on it during my live last night, so we're getting there, slowly but surely. But because I'm doing my other blankets, this is not moving as quickly as it was before, but I'm getting there. I'm almost done with the purple, next purple. I shouldn't say I'm almost done. I'm not even halfway yet of the purple. I think, so when I say halfway, I measure like this. And so you can see it's not even halfway of the orange yet. It's almost there. Here we go. I'm almost halfway done with the purple. Not almost done with the purple, but almost halfway done with the purple. That's the more truer statement. But this, I'm loving the way that it really is. It's still got some weight to it, but it's airy. It's airy, but not heavy, but I don't know, it's a nice weight, but airy. So far I have, what, how many ounces? So far it's about 1.5 pounds. No. It's about 1 pound of yarn between the 3 colors that I have on here. Because I've used 14 total, and then a little bit of the third 7 ounces, so roughly 1 pound of yarn. So it has some weight to it, but it's not like heavy on you, if that makes sense. So my mom's blanket, I over promised myself, or I over something. I'm sure you guys will give me the word in the comments and help me out here, and I'll be sitting here for hours waiting for it to happen, waiting for it to see what the word is I was looking for. I don't want to say overextended myself, because that's not the word. overpromised that I would finish this one, you know, the one I was working with. I still have that many. Yeah, I have 5 rows. I will definitely have those 5 rows done. Well, okay. I need to stop saying definitely, because I said definitely would have, how many? 8 or 9 rows done yesterday. Yeah, that didn't happen. Obviously, because, you know, don't have them marked off. It's funny when you look at it like that on the camera, you can barely see the lines, and now I can see them now here. But I didn't start marking until I was Xing them off on the sides and then in the middles here, just so I could, because it's so long, I was doing them after every section. I would put X's in here, each box. I don't know why I did that, to be honest. I guess so I could visually look across and see. I don't know. I didn't want to write the lines across, I think, for the longest time, and that's why I didn't do them for the first several rows, but then I decided to and just kept going. I was just reading the newspaper, don't bother me. I'm Mrs. Wilson. If you know where that reference is from, you know who I'm talking about. The one that talks over the fence, Mrs. Wilson. But it was Mr. on the show, but we never did see Mrs. Wilson. I don't know if she ever existed in the if he was married or not, or if he was a single guy that lived across the fence. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Do you know? Do you know? It was a really good show. Loved it. So let me show you my progress, because I'm excited. This blanket's exciting me. I put this blanket in timeout because I was like, why did I start a blanket where all I did was single crochets? And I even brought it up to Juan and my Zoom group and said, I don't know that I want to keep doing this. Do I keep doing this or frog it out and do it in a different stitch? And he actually convinced me. He's like, I got some advice for you. He's like, don't frog it just yet. Put it off to the side and then start, because I plan to make a second one of these blankets. Not because I want to make it for myself, but I am going to make it for my mother-in-law, who's also a dog person. And he said, just put this one aside, because I'd already gotten, you know, probably that far into it before I put it in timeout. And he goes, start the new one and do it in the bigger stitch, and see if you like it in the bigger stitch, like a half double or a double. I can't, and honestly, I don't know which one I want to do, if I were to do a double or half double. I don't know. I'm honestly thinking I might just stick to the single crochet. I don't know. I don't know. Help me out. What do you guys think? So yeah, he said try the second one in the bigger stitch, the taller stitch, not, I mean, bigger in height, and see if that's what you like. And then if that is what you want to do, then you can revisit this one and either frog it back or continue. I honestly picked it up and started working it because I was like, I need to get it done for my mom, like less than a week ago. And I went, I'm actually kind of liking the way this looks. So that's why I'm torn. It's not working up terribly quickly, but because it's not a very wide blanket, it works up quickly. It's hard to explain. Like, I guess because I can just crochet it fast. I don't know if that's the right, yeah. So I need to pick this up here and put this down because it's too high in my lap. Don't pull my phone over, don't pull it over. Don't pull it up, oh, hold on. It's caught on the cord. There we go. Whew. Crisis averted. it's just turning out so cool. I'm like, I can't wait to, I can't get it to stay upright. So I'm just gonna show it to you one square at a time. See, there's the dog bone coming out and the heart underneath it. The black's hard to see, especially with it like this. Why won't you show me the heart? I can barely see it on my camera. There we go. I need to have it over here in the light. Oops. I just dropped my hook. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. Fiddle, fart, fiddle, fart. So there, like, isn't that just... Everybody's like, oh, it's gorgeous and beautiful. And I'm like, oh, it's really cool. I can't get this. I'm holding it with my nose to get it to stay up from curling. Oh, let's just keep moving along. Stop fiddling with it. Like, it keeps curling because of how, you know, all the popcorn's on there and stuff. Once I get it further up, it'll be better, but... So there is that. Ah, every time I show this in the morning, I get really excited to work on it. And I'm running low on dark brown, y'all. So I'm gonna have to, I think I have one more dark brown back here that I can cake up into a couple cakes because I'm running low. I thought I had enough. Y'all, this thing is actually warm. Whew. Like, this is gonna keep me warm this winter. The fall and winter when it cools off. Like, the longer I'm wearing it, I'm just not a fan. I love the colors, but like the way that this yarn turned out, just, it kind of makes it, I don't want to say it looks dirty, but it just looks, I don't know. I can't put my finger on what I'm thinking. There's just something about it. I like it. There's just something about that variegated yarn, just the way it falls, and then, you know, you have that solid right here. I don't know. So anyway, I get really excited to work on my mom's blanket after I show it to you guys, because it's just, it really is turning out really pretty. But all three of them are, and so that's why I'm constantly working on all three of them. And how am I doing it? Well, the cat's meow, it's one stitch. All I have to do is I literally sit here in my chair. I put the box in front of me, the blanket's on my lap. Hold on, let me get trying to get my dog bone blanket out of the way, the pattern. And I take my pattern and set it with, you know, where my and so I can read what my numbers are, right? I literally just set it right here with my pencil sitting on it, and I look over and I go, okay, I need to do 48. I need to do 12. And I just keep, you know, like looking over, seeing what number I have to do, count as I go along. And then once I'm done with the row, I mark it off. And with the assembly line, I set it back in the box, put the hook down on my stand over here where I have the papers, pick up the next blanket. With the dog bone one, I'm actually, because this, I don't have enough space over here for it to sit, so I actually, it lays like this on top of the bag where the yarn's coming out of. I explained this to you guys yesterday, I think. And then I just work on that one, and then I fold this back up, put it on the top of the blanket. After I put the blanket down, after a row or two, and then I pick up my next blanket, which doesn't have a pattern. It's all up here. Because it's, you know, it's a 2-row repeat, and it's really super simple is what I was trying to say. And I can just, it's almost a no-brainer. Like, it's a mindless one. That's the word I was looking for that one. I can almost mindlessly do it, where I'm just putting V-stitches of some variation on top of each other in the space of the V below. So, and then at the end of the rows, I just go into the chain space from the previous row. So it's like, I don't really have to think too much about it, other than I just need to tell my brain and my hands that we're doing a double crochet and we're chaining, and yeah, just that's all I have to do. But I can do that easier than having to count, which the other 2 blankets that I'm working on, I have to constantly be counting. Because if I don't count on the cat's meow blanket, it is going to be way off and it's going to turn out horribly. If I don't count on my mom's blanket, again, it's going to be way off, and my bobbles aren't going to make the right shapes. So I have to count, and I have to make sure that things are lining up correctly. Well, I mean, I have to line up correctly on the other blanket too, the 3rd blanket, but only in the sense that I have to get the V-stitches into the right spaces and complete the V-stitches fully. So I am making progress doing it this way. This is fun. I'm not getting them done very quickly, as quickly as I need to get them done, but like, you're going to be noticing probably over the next few weeks that I probably work more on my, actually that's the thing, I want to work on all 3 of them because I want to get them all done as soon as possible. So, but my mom's blanket, because her birthday is this month, that one I'm like really going to push myself to get that one done. So I hate to say it, but I'm going to be a boring finish it or focus on it Friday person, because my focus is on it's, I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. My focus on it's are going to be my 3 blankets, because those are like high priority right now that I got to get done. Like for me, 1, I got to get it done for my mom. 1, I got to get done because I'm trying to get done by the deadline that they gave us for the challenge. I mean, kind of a challenge. Yeah, I only have like 10 days left and I still have half the blanket to do. I've had this blanket now for 6 weeks, almost 5 weeks, and I'm only halfway done. Oh, you know what? I'll get it done this month. That I know. I will get it done in September. It just may not be done the 16th, but I will be done this month. And I'm okay with, here's how, I don't want to make this forever long, but here's my thinking. I don't really like get torn about missing all these giveaways and drawings that people do on their channels, because I leave it for you guys. I try every once in a while, I don't get them, and I'm like, I'll just leave them for you guys, because honestly, I don't feel like I need it, you know? Like, it would be fun to have it, don't get me wrong. I would love to win things, but I'm okay that I don't, you know, because I'm just, Thankful Thursday was yesterday, but you know what? We can be thankful every day. We should be thankful every day that we're alive, we're breathing, and that we are here another day. But I am thankful that I have the resources to get what I need, you know, to make things. And like these 3 blankets, I don't need to make them. Like, there's absolutely no reason that I need to make them. But it's, you know, being a crocheter, if you crochet or if you make things for people, you may understand this. You do it because you enjoy it, and it brings you joy because you see the recipient 9 times out of 10. Every once in a while, I'm sure some people get wrong responses, you know, like not the response they thought they would get when their item was received. I am getting really warm in this thing. So yeah, I mean, but I just think that it brings us joy to make these things for people. So that's why I feel like when I say I need to do something, I need to do it for myself, because I started this, I'm going to finish it, you know, that kind of thing. Like, and yeah, that's just, you know, it's kind of like one of those things, like, you know, your word, you know, keeping your word to people. So so that way you come across as a reliable person, that you can be relied on, that, you know, she said she was going to do this in this amount of time, or she said she was going to do this for me, and da 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 da, you know. So anyway, I'm done blabbing. I'm getting really warm in this sweater and I want to take it off, but I'm going to wait till I'm done recording with you guys. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get this uploaded. I'm going to get my morning started. I probably won't touch any of my blankets until after school's done, because that's what I'm trying to do. Because if I start on them, I want to keep going, and school doesn't get started on time. So we got to get our school done, and then it's lunchtime, and then the afternoon I get to work on my crochet. So we went from me being able to crochet in the morning to not so much anymore, because our routine is like, and I try to not be taking away from them, because I know myself that if I start doing something that I enjoy, like watching something on my phone or crocheting or messing with books or something, I'm gonna focus on that, and I'm going to go, oh, I want to keep doing this. Oh, how far can I push it before, you know, I absolutely have, you know, and then they're, you know, and then they're left to their own demise over there going crazy and doing things that frustrate me. So I'm trying to be better about just putting them down, for, you know, for now. And then this, you know, once lunch is over, I can sit down, I can sit here and have my quiet time like I like to have. So that way it's just, I can center myself. I can, you know, have a break from being a mom teacher for a moment and do my crocheting. And then we start our evening routine. So, but today, ooh, my afternoon, I don't know how much crocheting I'm gonna get done today actually, because at 1 o'clock today, Central Time, I hope I see you guys at on here on my channel with Marianne from Mama Wench. Her and I are gonna be doing our Finish It or Focus on It Fridays show at 1 p.m. Central or 2 p.m. Eastern. And then at 4 o'clock this afternoon for my time, I have, well, Marianne has her live at 4, which I should be able to be there for, because I'll be sitting in a parking lot waiting for my daughter to dance, because she has dance at 4. So I have about 2 hours between our show with Marianne and dance before I have to be somewhere. So I will get a little bit done, but not a lot, because I gotta do, you know, I gotta get other things done around the house too. So Friday may just be a loss for a decent amount of crocheting. So wow, I have jabbered on for 27 minutes. So I really honestly woke up this morning not knowing what I was going to talk about and didn't realize I'd be able to go this long. So I do appreciate you guys being here and enjoying the updates on my blankets. Whether, I mean, I'm not showing you guys much for updates, so that's why I really do appreciate you guys being here and showing me the love and just being awesome. So don't forget, friends, it's a beautiful day to be kind and positive and to go and make something beautiful. And I will see you all on the next video. Bye!